Hi guys! So this video is entirely done on a bed. So there's a couple of reasons for doing this one. It's a little more restorative. It's perfect if you want to move before you get out of bed. It's perfect if you want a practice that you can do in a lot of different circumstances. You could also do this whole practice against a wall, which we'll be using the wall at different portions. It's some postures I've learned and played with over the years when I want to be able to physically feel invigorated prior to getting out of bed. This is also a great sequence if you're sick and really can't get out of bed but want to be able to move things and get things going. So we're going to start by sitting upright. One of the conveniences of being in a bed is that you probably have a wall near your bed. Okay? You can take your pillows and press them up against the wall so that you can sit against it. This is one of my more favorite ways to meditate, because then your back is supported and it encourages you sitting upright. Okay? You can bring your legs into any comfortable folded position and adjust so that you feel supported. Then close your eyes. And allow yourself to settle in. Take a few deep breaths to initiate that you're now in your practice. Feel that the body starts to ease into the supports you have behind you. What that indicates is that the lumbar spine is starting to lengthen. So our usual arched back is starting to release. Allow yourself to let go of what came before. And let go of what you're anticipating and what you're expecting. Allow your body to receive your breath. So that there is an effortlessness to breathing. We're going to start with a pranayama, a breathing exercise. It's good for all doshas, all body types. There's no contraindications. So there's no circumstance where you can't do it. It might be challenging if you have a stuffed nose or something like that, but it can also help that. We're going to practice Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. This breath gets the two sides of the brain communicating. It gets your breath even, because for most of us, one nostril is dominant over the other. When we're in balance, they take turns. Okay? It's a beautiful practice, very calming, very centering, very balancing. So traditionally, we do Vishnu Mudra. I'm going to come close to the camera so you can see. So it looks like this. Okay? Index and middle finger to palm. If this is super uncomfortable for you, you can do Surferdue Mudra. Okay, so either this or this. Okay? You're going to bring your nose between those fingers. Okay? You're not going to be moving the hand a lot. I want you to take your other hand into a fist to support this elbow so you can stay upright. Okay? Now inhale through both nostrils and exhale through both. Close your right nostril and inhale through the left. Close the left and exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale out the left. Inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale through the right. So you switch your nostril on your exhale. Inhale through the right. Close it, exhale through the left. Continue for a few more rounds. Always switching nostrils on the exhale. Now go through your cycle of breath until you exhale out the left nostril. And then release your hands. And breathe fully. Good. Now we're going to drop the chin to the chest and start to take circles with your neck. Being ever so gentle. If you have a really tight neck, it might be a lot, so just be gentle. Don't pull or push too hard. And take it in the other direction. Your head. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. And take your right hand up to the left side of your head. Just gently pulling and stretching. Take your index and middle, or the 3 middle fingers, and bring it to the neck and massage it right where you feel the tight muscles. So not the spinal cord and not the side of your neck, but the back of the neck, mid-back of the neck. Moving up and down, and just feeling. You might rub near the occipital and down. And give yourself a neck massage. Just feeling the difference in the two sides of your neck. And taking your left ear to your left shoulder, left hand to the right side of your head. Again, 2 or 3 fingers, the back of your neck. And explore a little bit. Notice where there's tightness and tension, a little self-love. releasing it. And turning your head side to side. And many of you know when I first started doing those physical practices of asana, my mother gave me this book of all the asanas, and they were sectioned off into the areas of the body they supported. So the first chapter was on neck exercises, and I probably did them for like 6 months, not really knowing how you were supposed to do it. So those are some of them. Okay, let's just roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Taking the arms forward, let's take circles at the wrists, both directions. Let's take the left arm on top of the right for Eagle Mudra, Garudasana Mudra. Now this might be challenging for you. If it is, you can take this variation. Okay, you can also hug yourself if that's easier. We're going to inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, lower them down. Moving with your breath. And then coming to center, let the hands fold forward, lower the head, chin to the chest. Inhale back to center, unraveling the arms, roll the shoulders. Let's take it to the other side, either here, here, or here. In any case, whichever variation you choose, inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep moving like this with each breath. Letting the arms fold forward, lower the chin. And back up to center. And unravel the arms, roll your shoulders. Now sit so that you're against the wall or bed frame. Okay. Take the arms up and overhead. Left hand to the shoulder blades, right hand to the left elbow. See if you can bring your elbows against the wall. And breathe. If you have a bed frame, you're going to have a nice thoracic stretch going on. Try not to arch your low back too much. And breathe. Getting the lymphatic system working. Switch sides, release these arms and roll your shoulders. Going to the other side, right hand to the shoulder blades, left hand to the right elbow and stretch. from the side, rolling your shoulders. So now we're going to come into child's pose in preparation for coming into a variation on sun salutations, where instead of doing downward facing dog, we take camel pose. So it's going to be a lot of chest opening, a lot of back stretching. Lovely for when you're in this position. So let's come into child. What I want you to do is have your feet against the wall. So if you have the bed frame, you might have them against the bed instead. My bed frame has holes in it, so I can bring my feet to that. And take a few deep breaths in your child. Onto the knees. So again, feet are either against the wall or against your bed frame if it's flat. Okay? Take your hands to your low back, tuck your tailbone under, and lift your heart in camel. And we're going to progressively make it harder and harder, so don't feel overwhelmed right away. Just enjoy this. This might be the extent to which you take camel, the whole hour. Now let's come back to child. Stretch it out. And then we're going to slide forward into upward facing dog. You can keep your toes pushing against the bed frame or the wall. Belly on the ground. Keep the belly and legs on the bed. And take it back to child. And back up onto your knees. Again, feet against the wall. Coming in to your camel. If you have low back tension in your back bends, it usually means you're engaging the back. So you want to tuck the tailbone and push the pubic bone forward. Let the core engage so you're not using your back. If you want to, you can try bringing your hands to the wall. And slowly coming into your child. Stretch it out. Sliding forward. Bring those feet against the wall of the bedpost. Upward facing dog. Lift your heart. Take it back to child. Bring up onto the hands. Knees up. Tuck the tailbone under. Again, you may be able to bring the hands to the wall. Coming back to child. Keeping your feet against the wall. Let's come into your upward facing dog. Push against the wall with the feet. Tuck the tailbone under. Breathe. back to child. Now we're going to come into a lunge series. So I want you to step your right foot forward. Keep your left foot against the wall / bedpost, okay? Or bed frame. Okay. Front knee is in line with front ankle. Shouldn't have too much pressure on this knee, but if you need to, you have your pillows, you can bring it underneath. Okay, lift the arms up. If you're feeling particularly flexible already, you can take your hands to the back wall and work on tucking that tailbone under and drawing the left thigh forward. Deep breaths. Hands to the bed. Child's pose. Snuggle into those hips. Let's bring the left foot forward. So coming to your lunge on the other side. Back foot presses against the bed frame or the wall. Okay? Front knee is in line with front ankle. Again, if you need support under this leg, you can take it. Take the arms up. If you're feeling flexible and you can reach it, grab the wall. And push this hip forward. You might be surprised how flexible you feel. Slowly, hands to the bed. Child's pose. Sliding to upward facing dog. Again, belly will be on the ground, feet against the wall or the board. You can really work on tucking your tailbone under here. And you might feel that usually there's some tightness in the low back, but you don't feel it here because you have the bed underneath you. Taking it back to child. Lots of child. Maybe turn your head to one side. And turn it to the other side. Turning it to center. Let's take that right foot forward again. Again, back foot touches the wall or the bedpost. I want you to take your left hand to your right knee. Take your right hand to the wall. Nice deep twist. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe look back to that right hand. Keep sinking into those hips. Just feeling new dynamics of the lunge. Turning back to center. Child's pose, Balasana. Go back into those hips. Stepping the left foot forward. right foot against the wall or the board. Okay, take the right hand to the left leg, and take your left hand back. And find the wall and breathe. Nice deep breaths. There's just an inherent relaxing that happens when you practice in your bed, because that's a space of restfulness always. And turning back to center. Scoot back to child's pose. If you're feeling like the hips are open enough, you can scoot away from the wall, from the backboard. All the way up to upward facing. So slide forward. If you want to, you can take your feet away from the wall now. And take it back again. That right foot up. Now you may feel stretched enough to step forward a little more and not have the back foot against the wall. You can play with that. Okay, this next one we're going to go a little deeper. So I want you to turn like we did before. Okay, right hand against the wall. See if you can take your right hand to your right heel. Now if that's too much, you'll just go to the variation we did before. Okay? You can grab the heel, see if you can take the left arm up and reach back for the wall. So lower your psoas, breathe, keep sinking into those hips. And slowly coming up. Take it back to child. Step the left foot forward. Coming to it on the other side. So again, your foot can be on the post still against the wall, or a little bit away if you're feeling super flexible. Let's see if we can take the left hand to the back foot and see if you can reach the wall. Sink into those hips, breathe. Deep breaths. Coming back to child. yourself away from the wall and just try your usual child. You may find that your shoulders stretch a lot more than usual because your lower body is so supported. Now we're going to come into our pigeon, okay? So I want you to have your back foot against the wall. Okay, stretch that back foot back. Draw the right knee up. Now in pigeon, you want your back hip, or your front hip rather, right hip on this side down. And you want the back knee down. The support of the bed could give you a lot more support than you usually have, but remember you have pillows on your bed. So if you need to, you can insert one underneath your hip, okay? Take a moment to be upright, and then sink forward. Keep pushing your foot into that back wall so you feel the stretch in the left hip. You can take your pillows and cuddle if you have these weird shaped ones that so often come with beds. They're actually great bolsters. You can bring it in front of your shin and rest on it. And breathe. Nice deep breaths. A few more. Coming up. Take a moment to be upright. Maybe with the bed you feel like you can lift your arms. Ta-da-da! Let's move it to the other side. Come to child's pose in between sides. Sink the left knee forward and scoot that right foot back against the wall. Again, you can take some pillow under that hip. So the foot is in front of the pelvis to some degree, either right in line with it or in line with your knee. Back foot's against the wall, back knee is down. Come forward. You can take your pillow against your shin. And breathe. Pushing that back foot against the back wall. Slowly come up. Do it on the other side. You can try lifting the arms. Hooray! And coming down. Let's come back to child just for a moment. into Malasana, squatter's pose. So I want you to grab your pillows. We're going to come to sit on them. I'm going to suggest 2. Now one way you can do this, let's demonstrate it that way, is against the backboard, so that you can actually sit against the wall or the board. Okay? This way, even if the hips are tight, so on and so forth, it's okay. Now, it might be, for most people, it's intense if the hips are lower than the knees, so you can keep stacking your pillows. This is one of the best positions for the organs. Allow yourself to be upright. If you have the guide of the backboard of the wall, it gives you that opportunity to press back. So you can start to strengthen the core muscles and the back muscles, so that if you do it without support, you have some more stability. Hands to the heart, breathe. Take that left arm inside, right arm up. Maybe you can reach the wall. Maybe bring the forearm to the wall. And just open up the hip, the side body. Coming to center, going to the other side. Maybe the hand or forearm comes to the wall. Keep both knees open. And breathe. Center. Now we're going to scoot these supports out from underneath you. And then you sit, shake the legs out. So now the stretches that we're going to do require your pillow, and they're going to require us lining up at the edge of the bed. So you can use any pillow. I'm going to use these pillows, but you're more than welcome to use any. I want you to take your left leg, align your heel with the edge of your bed, and bring the pillow under your knee. Now if you have this knee up, you're always more than welcome to bring another pillow under your seat. This is actually really nice. And you can take another pillow under this bent knee if you want. So right foot is inside left thigh, left leg is extended. We're going to take the lateral stretch down the side of the leg. You can hold the foot or you can hold the edge of the bed. Roll your heart open. You might be surprised how far you go. If you can reach the foot, by all means, you can go for that. You can also use your pillow, interlace your hands under your head. Support your head as you stretch. Now the reason we use this in this variation is not because we want less of a stretch in the hamstring. It does help support if you find a lot of times that it's just too intense or it's awkward. But what I'm aiming for here is to stretch more deeply in the side body. So having less strain in the hamstring allows for that. You can play a little bit. Nice deep breaths into that side body. And inhaling up, Take the twist, bring the left hand to the right knee. Maybe the right hand comes back toward the wall. If it doesn't, you can have it on the ground, well, on the bed. But it might touch the wall or the bed frame. You can also work on wrapping the right arm around the back if you want. And turning back to center. Turn to face the left leg, so same side. For the moment, let's keep the pillow here. So I want you to fold forward and see if you can grab the edge of the bed. You might be able to grab your foot. It's probably pretty close. And see what you notice in coming into a forward fold where you have some support under that knee. Notice what's different in the stretch. Slowly coming up, stretching the right leg out, taking the left foot off, feeling the difference in your legs. And then we get to go to the other side. So you're going to take your right foot to the edge of your bed and bring that pillow under your knee. Again, you can take your pillow support under your seat. Okay. Maybe support under this knee if you need it. I'm going to take the lateral stretch down the leg. Now the sides of your body will be different, usually. You can take whatever variation you did on the other side. Nice deep breaths. Remember, it's not about stretching the hamstring on this variation as much as it is getting into the kidneys, the lateral body. Doesn't often move a lot. Play a little bit. Coming up, taking the twist. If your hand reaches the wall and bed frame, turning back to center, turn to face the leg, keeping the pillow. And if you think, I want to go deeper, I want to go harder, allow yourself to experience what it is here. Because there's always more that we've missed in slowly progressing in a posture. So allow yourself to have that time to just come forward, grab the bed, grab your foot. See what's changed with that support. See what you can feel that's different. Slowly coming up. And stretch the legs out. Shake your legs out. There's all these pillows everywhere. So now we're going to come into a core exercise, because believe it or not, you can do that on your bed. Okay? It's going to be on our backs. I'm going to turn so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? So, I'm going to come onto your back. Okay? It's just central to the bed. Take the arms and legs up. We're going to wrap the right leg around the left, maybe once, maybe twice. Okay? Right arm on top of left. You're going to bring your elbows and knees together and then stretch them long without anything touching the bed. Come together, stretch them long. Together, long. Together, long. Together, long. 5 more times. Coming to center, keep the legs wrapped. Bring your left hand to your right thigh, right hand on top. Push your legs away and then press your legs in. So push the thighs into the hands and the hands into the thighs. Breathe. You'll suddenly be aware that you have abdominal muscles. Deep breaths. And then unravel and hug your knees in. Take a moment to breathe because you're going to feel it really in here. I have fantastic news. There's 2 sides to your body, so we have to do the other side. Take your left leg on top of your right, maybe once, maybe twice. Left arm on top of right. Elbows and knees together. Stretch it long. Together. Long. Together. Long. Together. Long. Together. Long. 5 more times. Unravel the arms. Left hand on the left leg, right hand on top. Push and push. Push legs into hand, hand into legs. Breathe. And release. Unravel your legs. Hug your knees in. Now we're going to take a twist, a recline twist. So I want you to adjust so the feet are toward the bottom of the bed. And you're halfway across the bed. Make sure that your right hand can grab the edge of the bed. Okay? Hug your right knee in. Left foot is against the bottom of the bed. Twisting to the left. And hold on with that right hand. And breathe. If you'd like to, you can take a pillow under this right leg. And breathe. And look to the right hand if it's comfortable for your neck. If you're feeling adventurous, you can straighten that leg out. The right leg. You might even be able to grab the toes or the outside of the foot. Then we will knee, come into center. Hug that right knee in. And stretch that right leg out. And now we adjust. So scoot so that your left hand can grab the left side of the bed. Hug the right or the left knee in and twist to the right. Bringing that pillow underneath if you did it on the other side. And breathe. You can straighten that leg out if you did it on the other side. Grabbing the foot or the outside edge of the foot. Looking to the left if you'd like. Breathe. Releasing it. Hugging that left knee in. Hugging both knees in. Let's come up to sit. So now you're going to set up for a corpse pose. So since you're on your bed, what I would recommend is that you have your head toward the end of the bed, since you probably sleep with your head this way, so that you're less inclined to fall asleep. Okay? This is also a way of building your presence while in the bed if you want to end up doing yoga nidras in bed. A lot of why we don't recommend it is because your bed is where you sleep, and we don't want you to fall asleep in yoga nidra. We're not going to be doing yoga nidra, but just to know that. So, you have pillows, you can get comfortable. So head will be at the bottom of the bed, okay? You have your whole bed to relax on, to get comfortable on. And I'm going to guide you in your Shavasana here. So get comfortable lying down in corpse. If your lower back bothers you, you can bring a pillow under your knees. Make sure you're comfortable. And close your eyes. Allowing yourself to be deeply restful without disconnecting. Deeply restful and awake. This is challenging for us because we're taught to be extra stressed. We learn from a young age to be stressed. So when we do come to rest, we check out. We have to. Our bodies aren't able to store enough energy to be restful and present. We expend all our energy being stressed. So let's build that. Start by really feeling your body here. And it's nice, you have the cushion of the bed to really feel held. And we all have that experience, right? Your bed is a place where you can just let go. So allow yourself to just let go. And yet you're awake, you're vivid in your attention. Awake without being stressed. Attentive without there being pressure around what you see, what you witness, what you experience. Become connected to your breath. And allow the breath to be. And come into a deep awareness of your breath. Where you don't have to think about it. not a doing, it's not an effort. But you give the attention that you would normally give to the thoughts, to the stress. You give that attention to witnessing the breath, which is a powerful thing. The breath touches every cell. And there's subtle ways we can experience that relationship between the breath and the body. And the more you relax, the more deeply in tune you can become with that relationship. And it's happening without your effort. It's a brilliant thing. The breath is happening without you having to do or say or be anything at all. You exist and the breath is there. What a lovely thing to witness without having to do anything about it. And when you find the mind hooks on something, it's the simplest thing, just unhook it. Come back to being here. Let's see if you can take 10 more breaths, just being. Slowly start to move your hands and your feet. Stretch your arms overhead. Stretch your legs away. And roll to your right side. Come into the fetal position and pause there. Slowly coming up to sit. Take a moment to be upright. To just feel how you feel. You haven't even gotten out of bed yet. Bringing your hands to your heart. Om Shanti. Namaste.